All right, so decided I was gonna post a video today. I want to talk about like youth basketball and what youth basketball means to me, what I see for the future youth basketball, like especially where I live out here in Union County, and then I guess in around Knoxville and all that stuff, and then why I want to focus on youth basketball. For me, like youth basketball, well, first of all, my biggest like passion in life is seeing others succeed, getting other like letting kids, players or whatever reach their full potential, um, by showing them things that like I wasn't shown till later, or just some fundamental stuff that like they should know way earlier. I am huge on like the foundation aspect of teaching, when it comes to basketball, pivots, using right and left hand, um, proper steps, like no wasted steps. I tell every player that I coach, I tell the fast ones this is only going to help them. I tell the slower ones, like, hey, you don't have to be the fastest, quickest player on the basketball court, but if you're taking the most efficient steps to go by your defender and then getting right back on top, then you're unguardable. So teaching those simple things that like aren't taught. You just see kids when they go around somebody, they take a rest, circular motion with it, just going around them, not going at them, and that's what I try to teach. Youth basketball for me is I just love seeing that passion. Like they're sponges at that age. They're willing to learn. They're willing to like take what you're saying, um, and try to do it to their best ability. And then also like around that age, like you start seeing the recreational players, the good players, to the really good players that are starting to separate themselves from the pack. Um, I want to help all those. Like I want to help um, the kids that are separating themselves get on the best teams, play the best competitions, show themselves, like realizing that hey, like we're in a county like Union County out here. If you're already the best out here, there's no reason to continue to play out here or continue to compare yourself to what is out here. That's an issue I do see a lot too. It's just like there's everybody wants to compare themselves to in the game of basketball. Basketball is a world sport. Like there could be someone your age, there could be so many more people your age just way better than you, and you may be the best player in your town, your town, your county, your city, whatever. But that doesn't mean anything. Um, like, but and you have to go out there and face those players. You have to see better competition. I'm not saying that youth basketball, like for what I want out of youth basketball, and I think that it still can like be successful. I don't feel like you need to travel like that much. You can play regionally up until like almost till you're done with middle school and still get really good competition. Like being around Tennessee, we have North Carolina, we have Georgia, we have Kentucky. Um, all like you can get to Indiana in 4 hours, you can get to Ohio in 4 hours. Just anywhere within a 4 hour, uh, yeah, radius of where like I'm at right now, is good enough for me. Like, it's a weekend trip. It's not we're not having to fly um, cross country. We're not driving down to Florida often. Like I want those big tournaments. Like I feel like at a certain age, fifth, sixth grade or so throughout middle school, like that be your goal is to make it to one of those big tournaments in Florida, like the AAU National Championship, or if you're playing in a shoe brand like the Under Armour, Future Stars, or Nike's league or whatever. That's your goal. Like you want to qualify for the big tournament so that you can go out there and show yourself on a national level. I said I want to help kids reach their full potential. I want to help them be the best version of themselves. I want to help them just I don't know. If they love basketball, you come to me. Like that's and you want to get better, I will help you get better. I will slow it down for you, just being able to show you some of the things that like just happen so fast on a basketball court, and just being able to break them down. Um, let's see. Oh, I guess with the future that I see for youth basketball, I mean, I think about like European players in a way, like how they supposedly like say they practice 4 or 5 times a week and then maybe play a game versus like our AAU or travel ball seasons or whatever it is, practice 1 maybe 2 times a week, play 4 to 5 games over the weekend. I don't know if that like game time experience, yes, is good, but the skill work is very important too. To where like I don't think you need to play as often. You need to practice more. You need to work on your skills. You need to be able to get up shots. Like I feel like some kids get up more shots in a weekend tournament than they got all week during practice or the time that they're spending outside by themselves. So I don't know, just being able to change just the mindset. The mindset when it comes to basketball and that grind, that work that it takes to be successful. And that is also like why like I want to like that's why I'm huge into youth basketball, because like I wasn't taught that. I wasn't shown that. Like my grandmother would be like, hey, like you need to work on your mid-range jump shot, but like and I saw like that's a part of the game that I should have added, and that's a huge aspect of the game that I try to add to everybody's skill set is just being able to shoot mid-range, being able to score on all 3 levels and all that stuff. But I mean, especially the first 2 at the goal and at the mid-range, like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade kids really don't need to be shooting 3-pointers that often. Like, but I see like 3-on-3 being more like beneficial for kids at a younger age to play. Like there's no reason to like rush it. Like 3-on-3, you could play it 3-on-3 up to like 5th grade, and you'll actually learn how to move without the ball. Everybody's gonna be touching the ball. Like just there's things that you can do, and like you're not gonna be you can't play a zone. You gotta learn how to guard somebody. You're gonna learn help side. You're gonna learn deny. Like there's a lot of teams that like and a lot of kids that like don't know how to guard anybody because they have been hid in a zone defense their whole entire life. And I mean, as the game expands, like or the game gets older, you see less and less zones. Like I mean, there's a few college teams, like some college teams rotating in, some pro teams will rotate an occasional zone in there, but they're playing man 90% of the game. And I feel like that's the same way in college. High school, you start to play like that's when you really like dig in and start playing man. Can you guard somebody? Can you stay in front of somebody? Like that's the point of basketball. Can you score on somebody? Can you guard somebody? I don't know. Just like I said, I want to make youth better around here. I want to make like I want to be the best youth trainer that there is. I want to have my own developmental league so that kids can get better. Like so kids like middle school coaches, high school coaches aren't having to teach some of the basic fundamental stuff that they should have already been taught, but they've been neglected because they've been in situations where a parent didn't know or like coach didn't know or whatever. But I want to make sure, like, if you tell me, hey, I want to play basketball or I enjoy playing basketball, I'm going to give you, like, I guess my all, but at the same time, I'm going to give you what you need to be successful. Like, I'm going to try to put you on a path that leads to success by working with you and getting you to understand the game a little more. Like, the knowledge of the game is a huge, huge aspect of it to me. Understanding, like your true passes away being the help side, just there's no reason if you at the 3-point line, there's no reason to continue to fade further and further away from the basket to try to get the ball. Just go and cut, let somebody replace you. Just things like that, like that everybody needs to know. So, like I said, I love youth basketball. That is where my passion is. That is where my main focus of my career is going to be, with trying to get youth basketball. And I mean, out here in Union County, I'm like for certain that like this is a very good town to where you can grow basketball players. Like you look at this county, you wouldn't even like think that basketball players could be from here. But at the same time, what is a basketball player? And there's a lot of kids that have a passion for basketball here, and I want to help them. I want to help this county, the high school, the middle school, win championships by me focusing on the youth and getting them better and getting them right for them. But yeah, that's my plan. All right. thank you for listening. I know this was 10 minutes of just talking, but I plan on getting here every single day. Just talking about different stuff, talking about youth basketball, talking about the Read and React offense, which I love with passion, just all kinds of things. So talk to you later.